When we come to this part of the story, we see Jesus, and he is utterly alone, bereft of human companionship. All the disciples have run for cover. Peter is denied even knowing the one whom he had previously called the Christ, the Son of the living God. Imperial Rome and the religious establishment colluded together to crush the one who they said was spearheading a revolution. They are not wrong. Jesus called into question the legitimacy of all authorities, religious, political, and personal, that's opposed his supreme authority. So as we hear these stories again, I would urge you to take a step away from your own nonchalance or the casualness with which we go through this recitation, and consider again our plight and the passionate love of God that even sacrifices his Son for our redemption. What love is this, O my soul? O my soul, what wondrous love is this? What wondrous love is this that caused the Lord of bliss to lay aside his crown for my soul, that laid aside his crown for my soul. See him. Look at his face as we walk through this story. Look at him, betrayed by Peter, who said that he would never betray him. He also knows when we have betrayed him too, by our silence when we should have spoken up, by our complicity with sin when we should have rejected it, by stepping away from the universal nature of his authority over all that we are. He knows. He knows. See him betrayed by Judas. Have you ever been betrayed by someone who you thought was your friend? He knows too. See him in utter humiliation. Have you ever been publicly humiliated? He knows. He knows too. See him mocked by the crowd as he lay dying. Have you ever been mocked? Made fun of? He knows. He knows too. See him suffering with physical and emotional agony. Have you ever been in agony by pain that seemed more that you could bear? He knows too. See him even calling out to a God that he felt had forsaken him. Have you ever felt like that God had forsaken you? Have you ever known the reality of utter darkness, even when it is day, when everything around you is hollow, empty, and terrifyingly silent? He knows. He knows too. And he knows each one of us, both as betrayer and as beloved. He knows us both as the wounder and the wounded. The complicated parts of who we are that don't ever seem to fit into some kind of coherence that actually makes sense out of what's actually happening, or who we even really are, knowing that there are those moments where we have a perception of what we might be, but then it moves away because we do something that's completely out of character. Where did that come from? It all comes from right here. And he knows all of the various and contradictory parts of us. He knows us. And then finally, when we come to the end of this part of the story, Jesus breathes his last but something happens in response to his suffering that we will never know. The created world groans, shudders in agony of that moment. There is an earthquake, a response to this cataclysmic event that changes forever the relation between humanity and divinity, even changes the natural order of all created things as we know them. The veil of the temple is torn from top to bottom. Graves are open. Redemption is actually breaking into creation. And seeing these things, even that pagan Roman soldier, hardened by enforcing the terror of political occupation, even he confesses, truly this man was God's son. Do you say the same? Are you willing to allow your heart to be opened by him so that his great love, his forgiveness, his severe at times mercy would break into those places that you keep so closed off from yourself that you wish were not there, knowing that what he does is just like the graves were opened, he opens our hearts. And there we are before him. Do you say that he too, even in those moments, is God's son? Will you open that part of your heart to him? If so, then as we move our way into confession, I would urge you to stand again against the nonchalance that often plagues us as we repeat the liturgy, and let a new part of your heart speak as you say the words that we know so well. To kneel with me and with others as we open all of our heart to him and say again, you are God's son, knowing that he is there to again call all of who we are to himself and call us in great mercy that we are his own and that he will never let us go.